Hey guys and gals, fellow gasifier guys and preppers and prep knots and all the rest of yous out there. Yeah, I just wanted to go over here what's happening here with this thing. I priced this nozzle out here. This is a 6-inch diameter by 2.5-inch, 5.5 inches long. Stainless steel, 316 stainless steel. Schedule 40, which is like quarter-inch stuff. That cone there is basically the hearth. That's where all the fire takes place. And from what I understand, there's an incredible amount of heat. Like, I don't know much about this stuff, but I've been looking into it. There's an incredible amount of heat that's just generated anyway, so that's why the stainless steel, it can put up with the heat. I guess if you wanted to go with titanium or something like that, that can put up with lots of heat as well, I guess, but that would be expensive as shit. But anyways, I was pricing out to see if I could get one here in town. And I did find somebody here in town that would give me a hand there to get one, but their price compared to what I could find online, this price here of $151 is in the US. That wasn't the best price I found. I found that at this Oster Nitex, they had fittings as well that I found and I purchased from here. Well, this I don't think it'll show this cart because this is old. I already purchased all these carts, so yeah, my cart is at 0 right now because but I'll show you what I did purchase here. It'll probably be a back. It'll show. Yeah, well, they want me to log back in. Anyways, I bought some stainless steel, 8 stainless steel compression fittings, a 1/4-inch tube. I'm going to show you on here probably. This is from Global again here, but this, like I was saying, I was looking online to buy Schedule 80 to make it real thick, or at least thicker. But for Schedule 80, for this particular concentric reducer, I looked online there. There was the only price I could find was like $850, something like that, US. Like, I don't know, why are these things made out of gold? And I mean, yeah, they're not light. This thing, I think it weighed. Oh shoot, I forgot what the weight was now. I looked at the data sheet on it. It was around 6.5 pounds or something like that. But anyways, the Schedule 80 would have been better. But I ordered this fitting and 8 of the compression nozzle fittings. Just not those ones that are in that stove pipe that I've showed you before aren't gonna make, ain't gonna do what I needed to do. So that was just wishful thinking, trying to cheap it out. But I ended up spending a whole bunch of money that I didn't have. But if I'm gonna build this thing, even if it is more on the cheap, I gotta build it at least so that it'll withstand itself and produce some decent gas for my application. But anyways, I wanted to let you guys know that I was in a little slowdown on the videos, but I'm going to continue this one outside. I'll go and show you what I'm what my next stage is and what I'm up to here. Okay, I'll talk to you when I get the camera rolling. It's another day in the neighborhood, another day in the neighborhood. Oh, I don't know how many days this is gonna take, but hey, it's another day in the neighborhood. And, I don't know, I was just messing with the camera. I don't know if this thing's gonna roll or not. Anyways, so we'll just play it by ear and see what happens here. Oh, we got somebody going through the garage. Oh, they turned off. Sneaky, sneaky guys. Anyways, guys, gals, fellow peppers, all you cats out there. This is on hold here for the meantime while I'm waiting for parts to come to, this is where that concentric cone will sit there with the 2.5 inch up on this end, and it'll just free float in there so that it can expand and contract without jamming up and busting up the whole, you know, the support of the hearth or whatever. And yeah, that cone will go in there. And then I ordered up stainless steel, 1/4 inch stainless steel, 20-foot length. I bought that local. That was like 55 bucks. But this is my next project. I picked up these 2 stainless beer kegs, and I picked those up local, and I'll show you back here what I took out of a commercial hot water tank that was at the dump. Is this burner. This is a burner and control unit down here. And well, I don't know if these guys can see that burner there. Give it a little focus. And then the control unit for this thing. And I still got to look into it, but that burner is the perfect size for these for those kegs. It's just as wide as the keg, and it's almost as long as the keg, if you get my drift. But yeah, and this control unit, it even has over there, that particular there is a damper, automatic motorized damper. Runs off a 24 volt motor, so that 24 volt, that's AC, but we can use an inverter and stuff like that for that stuff. Well, the breakdown is already in this thing here, but that controls the draft and everything. That's a good score. And then I'll just use the original plumbing on that, going into that regulator and whatnot. Anyways, that particular burner is gonna go into this another one of these blue drums, this blue drum, and I was starting to mark this out. As you can maybe see, I don't want to flip it down, but I'll put it on its side. That'll get you so I can see what's going on here. I marked this thing out. This square in here and this square down to here is what I got to cut out, and then I got to cut a little channel out of here, because there's little rails the rails will run on this in these channels here, so it'll be supported. And the same on this edge here, I'll be, oh, got this in focus. There we go, a little better. Whatever. Okay, yeah, I gotta cut a little bit farther into here and into there, and then take out this whole big square here, eh? Take that square out, and that's where that burner will slide in there then. That burner slides in there, and then you can see that etch mark that I got there goes around. I was trying to draw that, trace this from this barrel here down here, as you can see. Oh, horrible! Couldn't get a real good bead on it. So I had one of these instruments there in the old shed. Okay, so what I did was I drilled a hole in the one corner of it, and I put a copper nail in there, drilled a corner, and then used that sharp point there to etch a line on there, eh? You know, so I was able to, like right now, and then I drilled a little tiny pilot hole, not all the way through, just a little bump there so that that copper could sit in there, and right on the, everything was on the seam here, right? So that end could sit in there like that, and then I was able to scratch this quite easily when I had my other hand on there applying some pressure, right, to draw a nice circle on there. It's just ever so slightly bigger than these humps, and that barrel then will sit inside that blue barrel, right? I'll turn it that way for you. That's all buggered up for you now. Or is it? Or is it straight up and down? Either way, it's upside down to me. But anyways, yeah. So that's the burner's going to go in here. There'll be one barrel up in here. Then a second barrel right over there is going to go on top of that barrel. And I'm going to mount that barrel inside there, in that second barrel. So the exhaust from the burner here will be exiting this barrel, right, out of that bung right there. And from that bung, it's going to go into that other barrel, right into the bung. Okay? So all that heat, the exhaust heat from that fire burning down below, and the heat itself, the fumes, are going to go into that barrel then, and they're going to heat that barrel up there. Now this one, barrel, the lower barrel, this will be the steam generator, and that barrel will run about a third full of water, and that'll, you know, about a third full of water down here, sort of thing, right? And this thing's good to 60 psi. Can't go any higher than that or it could rupture. So I'm going to run it at like 50 psi. There'll be a relief valve on this, so that if it gets above 50, that the relief valve will open, eh? So none of these tanks will rupture. Because when you're producing steam, of course. Oh, I don't know where I lost you guys there, but the goddamn camera stopped. But anyways, yeah, when you're producing steam, the water's going to be like down in here, and the fire underneath. And this will give enough area in here for that steam to expand, because the water's going to split into, or make into steam, right? So it's going to expand, and then that's going to, my steam will be then, through piping and a valve, be injected into this top duct that goes into the sauna. Okay? There'll be a line in there that'll, when you hit a button or a wooden plunger inside, I'm still not sure how I'm going to do that yet, how I'm going to design it, but when you operate the mechanism inside the sauna, a shot of steam will be injected into the hot air line that's pushing hot air into that sauna. It's gonna be toasty, man. It'll be toasty in the sauna, boy, guys. Yo, you can come join me for the sauna. Nakalia, bring your own beer. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. But anyways, that is the plan. And like I showed you in the last video, I put a extension on that thing. So now I have the extra, I picked up the extra stovepipe that goes on the end of that one, ain't it? Shut off on me again. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, hopefully, yeah, with that length of feed tube now, it's going to be almost that whole length of that barrel is the feed tube now. That size, 8-inch, we should get a pretty good burn length of time per load when we load that thing up. I'm hoping. I don't know. This is all a big experiment, like I said. So yeah, I've ordered up the fitting. I still got to work this over. I got to redo this. I don't know it. I don't know just yet what I'm going to do on all of this here. But when I get to it, yeah, I'll get to it. I got to get that the other whatchamacallit anyways, but I got to make a latch to operate this so I can shake it or then dump it. And then it'll dump inside this ash can here and auger it out of there. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll see if it comes together. I don't know where that stopped again, this damn thing. I gotta look out. Don't even know how to run the camera, I guess. Thought I had this set up before, but now it's changed its mind. Anyways, that's kind of the plan, guys. I gotta get, like I said, I gotta get some fittings for this. There's a bunch of other stuff I'm gonna have to get, and I'm gonna have to get the ability to weld some fittings on here. And my machine doesn't do stainless, so I'll have to see if I can get a liner for my machine and then some stainless, or get some rod, or get somebody to weld them for me. I don't know. Hope I don't have to get anybody else to do it for me. I'd like to do this stuff myself. Anyways, I'd like to weld some fins on these too, you know. And then during the summertime, and when the sauna's cool and the days aren't hot, you could reverse this whole process so that you could take and cool the building with those two tanks. I'm thinking of enough fins. If you had enough fins, I never did no math. I don't do the math, but I once installed a refrigerator into the window of a house to keep it cool, and my bedroom was nice and cool in there. So I know what a refrigerator can do. Anyways, that's me, the inventor kind of guy. Might be doing it all wrong, but we eventually get things right. Okay, you guys have a good one, and we'll talk to you the next time this camera stops. Bye for now.